Hey guys, thank you for joining me for another video. So I'm doing this part and what we're gonna cover is that slot over here. So I've done a video about a slot before. This one is a little bit different for the reason it's got a chamfer. Okay, so you can see there's a chamfer around it. This slot is 315,000 wide, minus 1,004 So this is what we're gonna cover. Mostly the part was done. It looks like this. And it's got that funky slot in the front. So let's cover the slot. That's today's topic for this video. So what's different about this slot from the one we've done before is everything else is the same. So you have a slot, you have a ZY, your position C, how much stock you're removing, so from depth, this slot width, finishes on the bottom and on the wall and such. So you know most of these are applied automatically. What's different is, see the chamfer over here. So it calls for 16,000 chamfer, but you can actually pick between like 10, 20, 30, 40 and such. And then you have to put a cylinder R. What cylinder R is, it's asking about the radius. So half of this radius. So if it's so if your OD is 2 inches, your cylinder R is going to be 1 inch. Okay. And once you put the 20,000 in the chamfer, this is what's gonna pop up. Okay, chamfer out. So these, so we covered these before. I'll just go over the program a little bit. So when it comes to this, remember you can use a 1/2 inch chamfer drill if you want. The only thing is you cannot call it as a 1/2 inch chamfer mill, because automatically when you have a machine that's doing a chamfer, she's gonna go this way, come back on the bottom, right? So if you call it 1/2 inch, she automatically needs a 1 inch of clearance. She doesn't know you're only using a burly tip. As far as she's concerned, you can use the edge right at the top. So even that I use a 1/2 inch chamfer drill, I called it as a 100H for chamfer, and just for the reason that 100 plus 100 is 200, and our slot is 315, so she knows she's got plenty of room to do that. If you, let's say if you call it 150,000, we automatically need 300, so you might be still okay with it. But let's say if you call it a quarter, she's not gonna make it. So remember, whatever chamfer you're gonna put in here, it has to be smaller, more than a half of the width of the slot. Approach, this is gonna be done automatically, so it's auto. You can do clockwise, climb, or counterclockwise. The speed 26, obviously at the 100 it's gonna be pretty, so it's gonna be 2,000-3,000 RPM. It's your feeds, and then normally you start a line, so shift R. So it's gonna be from here, the bottom of this is gonna be your shift R, and then where you're starting. So I'm starting 377,000. So this is my starting point, 377. Where the straight is, not where the radius is. Then Y0, everything else is 0. And then the second line, it's asking how far you going. So we're going all the way to 849,000. So from here, let's say, no, it doesn't matter, but from here to here, you're gonna have 377 plus 472. This is gonna be your ending. So that's all it is. Now, my issue was that she was running, when she was cutting the straight, she was doing good, but once she came to the corner, it start going very, very slowly. So sometimes you have these parameters that will decelerate upon right before a chamfer or radius. So make sure, so I've actually talked to Mazak, so we figured out that my chamfer was F8, my bit was F85, bit 4. So you go to parameters, then you go to F, and then look for F85. So F85 on this one, okay, and now you have bits. So you see all of these are off. My bit, which was 4, was on, and that's what slowed it down. Another one that's important, it's gonna be your E, and your E, it's gonna be 142. So right here, so all E42s, they have to be turned off. So like, let's see, we highlight the 0, it's gonna automatically turn on the 1 on it. And then your E141, you see the third one, which is a bit 2, because the bits go from 0, 1, 2, 3. So bit 2 is gonna be turned on. So if you ever came across where she's gonna do those radiuses very slowly, just go to your parameters, change it, then shut down the machine, turn it back on, and you should be good. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.